Hi, what's going on, my people? This is the Baby Father podcast, and we are back. Did I say it right this time, Rick?
You did.
Excellent. So yeah. So let me introduce myself real quick. I go by the name of DJ Ridler. I'm one of the co-hosts from the Baby Fathers. On my right hand side, I've got my boy
G1 West.
All right, G1 West. How you doing, my brother?
Good, man.
That's what I'm talking about, my G. And on my left, who's looking half tired for some sort of reason, he goes by the name of Ricky.
Rick.
I'll say my bad.
No, you finished it.
I did that. Okay.
Ricky Rick, yeah.
Ricky Rick, 1, 2, 3.
The humble one.
Boom, boom. You know. Humble one. Crazy one.
I've only got a lean eye. Not crazy.
Oh, my bad.
It's just a lean eye.
My bad. So yeah, wow, I feel well, 1 for 1. How was everybody this week?
Good. All right. I had a party last week.
At the party?
Yeah, I had a party.
Birthday?
It was good. Thank you for everyone that came.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
G, thanks for coming, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Come on.
Rid.
No, hold on.
Because I only had a certain amount of people that I could pick, to come. So
No, okay. I'm going to break it down what happened. The reason why I didn't end up coming, Rick.
long story short.
Okay, long story short, I communicated with you, yes. I even messaged you the same day as your birthday party. And then I even said to you that, because it was my son's Holy Communion.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember, it was my son's Holy Communion. So I said, if I can pack up quick from that, I will come straight down. But I know your thing was finishing early and you told me that it's 8:30 that I'm able to get the last entry was, right?
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you
Wow.
said to me,
Wow.
that's what you said to man.
I think, no, did I say that?
You said, bro, I can play back the voice note.
Oh, all right. No.
Yeah, you told man 8:30, and then I already know you're a popular guy, so I already know that place was going to be rammed by the time I got there.
No, don't
Real
say
talk,
that.
Rick. Real talk. Am I lying? though?
Anywho, but no, it was a good turnout and it was a good celebration. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and yeah, man.
By the videos and the pictures, it look.
I remember when I was there, I see one brother at the fan. It was mad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was proper lit.
wicked.
Cooling himself down. It's mad.
Well, wicked. So yeah, winner. So yeah, my brother.
Yeah,
Okay, I do apologize. I weren't there, but I did try to communicate all times, even to the last stage. Okay, so no scene. Also, I think it's been mad crazy. I think last week Thursday, something mad happened where we touched the Shade Burrow, where the post went up of G, and then what was your experience on that? I start with Rick first, then I go over to G. What was your experience?
you know
on
me. You know me. First of all, I saw it and I was like, "What the fuck?"
that?
And I remember I had to be podcaster in it and be like,
Yeah.
cool, because my phone was like this. It was emotional.
Yeah,
It had me thinking, do I want to do this?
yeah,
Can I take this kind of? And most of the stuff wasn't even pointed at me.
yeah.
But then, yeah, and I just thought to myself, do you know what? Fuck what people think,
Yeah.
in a sense. Like, I'm doing this for my own reasons.
Mhm.
And yeah, like it was crazy. Remember, I remember
You phoned me. You phoned me straight away. And I was like, yo, Rick, man, it's cool, man. It's cool.
I wasn't feeling it one bit.
You get me?
I wasn't feeling it one bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is it-
I don't even, to be honest with you,
Yeah. G, how did you do with it?
You know me. I'm from the jungle, baby. You understand? There's a bee in the bush. You understand? Come on, Monkey Man 86G Snapchat. That's me, bro. I'm from
It
the
is what it
jungle
is.
anyway.
It
Like,
is what
come
it
on.
is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Do you know what was funny still?
Truth be told, innit? In the end, the truth be told, innit?
When I can remember when the post went up, and I think because I was driving, because I was doing a school run, and then I just looked at my phone when I finished parking up, and I just saw like 200 followers. I'm like, what's going on here? You get me? So I looked at the phone now and I see Shade Burrow post up one of our clips. So man, just seeing the phone just litting up. people phoning me like, "Raw, you not on Shade Burrow?" Boom, 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 boom. Cut long story short. Later on that evening, I saw about over 30 to 40 messages, like people sending the messages like with their stories, what they've gone through, and people sending us like, big you guys up for doing what you're doing. Like this is helping me. Like just a bag of stuff, bro.
Yeah, that after seeing the comments and that, and thinking, fuck it anyway. What come after that? The messages from people just saying what it's doing for them, or like how it's helping, or like whatever they're following us and they're supporting us. That was mad. That just like after that, I was like, do you know what? That's the main thing that's kept me actually. Do you know what? If I'm gonna stick it out and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? But no. Yeah.
So it kind of affected you in a little way when it obviously, because I'm not gonna lie, it broke the internet. You get me? That post broke the whole internet. Like how did you able to deal with that?
After processing it and just knowing whatever I'm like, I'm not on here to slate anyone first and foremost. So I know what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to bring.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, it was hard seeing at first. As I said, when I spoke to you, I was like, I know, bruv, I was
using a bad way. Using a bad way.
Rattled, bruv. Like,
using a bad way.
But that's just me, innit? I see stuff and I react
straight away.
React on impulse. I'm like, later, like.
And I think as well is where you was getting the positive ones, you was also getting the negative comments. And I think sometimes when you get negative comments, it's like raw. Like these people don't know a man like that.
Yeah.
But they're trying to talk in a certain way. But you already know if that person saw you face to face, maybe that kind of talking wouldn't be going on. So I'm trying to say to you. So I think it's also that kind of have to do with. What about you, G?
Well, I ain't on Shade Bar. As you know, my Instagram don't follow nobody.
Yeah.
Apart from the baby fathers. So like me, I got a load of messages from a load of people saying, "Raw, have you seen this? Have you heard this?" I was like, yeah. I got people defending me on there. I'm like, listen, just leave it. Just leave it. Just let them say what they're saying. They haven't seen the full video. When they see the full video, they might have more of an understanding. Yeah. You might not hear from them again. But for now, let it ride, man. It's cool. You know what I mean?
But I also think as well, because when the people was coming, I think after that clip, we got over like another, 1,500 followers just from that one clip. So clearly what we was doing, people was like, yo, like, these people are real. And what happened was as well, like when you're telling people to go and watch the clip, so the people who maybe had a negative response in the beginning, once they went and watched the full episode, which was episode number 7, when they went to watch back the full episode, they was like, raw. Like, do you know what? I can see where he was coming from at that time. Now,
he still should have sent the text.
Okay, just to break it down for the viewers, right? Who may be the first time watching this. Right?
What did you just say?
I don't know. So obviously G sent a text to his the baby mother's grandma, and I think that's what the outrage, what blew up the whole thing is what the message he sent to the grandma. It wasn't so much what he sent to the baby moms. I think it was more the grandma. You understand? And that's what the outrage what it then caused. But what was you gonna say now, Rick?
Like, so obviously, seeing the comment, half the comments were like, we're bitter, we're this, we're that. That's just nonsense, isn't it? Like, that stuff is cool. Then there was some stuff saying that me and you maybe should have stopped him. No, we shouldn't have stopped him. And I'll tell you why. That's G. I've known G since I was this high. And how G goes about something and how I will go about something is completely different. But I still have to let him do him. So no, and I told you, you shouldn't have sent that text.
Wait, if they watched the full pod, they would have seen you said that was wrong to send that. On myself, it was wrong to send that message. So go on.
Yeah. So yeah, I disagree that he should have sent a text, but I agree on the extent where they took him to a place where I've never been, and I don't know how I would react. So that's when I say to myself, G's not wrong for sending a text, but I say he shouldn't have sent a text. Same way.
I think he could have sent a text using chosen different words. I think it was the chosen words what G used in the text, like sour bitches and
That's what I could taste. I could taste some sour bitches.
yeah. But these are the kind of things where
It rolls off my tongue well.
yeah, cool G. But the certain chosen words, it was it could have been a different kind of chosen words where you could have got your message or point without using certain words. But another thing what I was gonna say, as I said, they did take G to a different kind of place. Because the kind of for you to send that kind of message, you've got to remember, like G's trying to see his son. And they've been messing around with G off and on for so many years. As I said, if you go back to the I think the first podcast, I can remember I saw G at the old school barbers. Where it was just about over 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And he was even having problems then. So when I then still see that he's still having the same problems now, this has been an ongoing situation for many years. Now I've been seeing some people have been saying, oh, but you got to be the bigger person. Sometimes you be the biggest person for so long, but at some point you're gonna just end up, they're gonna bring out the next side of you, which they've clearly done. And I think the reason what triggered off G, I personally, in my preference, is that there's been a long history with the grandma. And I think one of the ones where I reckon what kind of tipped the edge, I think where G may lost a bit of respect for the grandma, it could have been when they wouldn't let his son go to his mum's funeral. Yeah, is that if I'm correct? And
they were telling the stunt stuff.
Yeah, right. And on top of that, what I would like to ask people is, what was worse, him sending that text, or was it more worse that the grandma was telling the daughter to not let the son go to his mum's funeral? Which one is more worse? Because which one you find it was even worse, I don't understand why people were so more focused on what he sent. Because there was more bigger problems that he hasn't seen his son, which one of the problem was. The next problem was they wouldn't let the son go to his mum's funeral, right? We all have to remember that at that time it was a lot of emotional times going around all that stuff, right? So you have to also remember he's human, right? And people don't understand people's mental states at time. So when mothers are, also the grandma and the mothers are playing games with him, right? You got to remember he's a father who loves all his kids. And as we all can see today, what's going on out there, I'm sure that G does want his son to be going down a different road. And he's obviously been brought up very well. He's come from a good home. And I'm very sure, right, his mum has brought him up to make sure look out for all his kids. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Which he's trying to do. So I do sometimes think that we have to look at the bigger picture. Chosen words in that text could have been different, G.
G, if you could go back, would you send it?
I wouldn't. So, rephrasing
You
the
wouldn't
question
send
that
it?
you said, rephrasing
When no
to
one
what
said
you
you-
said, yeah?
If you could go back, you wouldn't send it? Or you would send
I
it
would
again?
send it again and again, and I'll send it again. Going back to what you said about what's worse, me sending the text, I would say me sending the text or her not letting me see my son for whatever reason it is she feels I can't see or take my son. What's worse?
Well,
That's how I would rephrase that one.
okay, cool.
On my behalf.
Cool.
What's worse? Me not seeing my son, where if I was seeing my son, no text would be sent.
I was about to say that.
Or send the text and see the reaction. So they know how I feel now.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that if you seeing your son, obviously, probably would have that text would have
Never left my phone
100%.
because I wouldn't be dealing with fuckeries from no adults.
Have you heard from her
Nope.
since it's gone out? I did see a lot of comments on the page, from comments on the page to comments on a YouTube channel, where people are saying they vouch for you, but they would advise you to start go down a legal route.
Yeah, I got
a lot of people.
messages like
A
that
lot
as
of people
well.
have been saying that.
And is that something that you're now considering? Is it now in motion or getting in motion?
No.
Not yet.
Honestly, no.
Okay, cool. But is that the route we're looking to go down?
No, not for
No,
me.
I was gonna say he's not.
Like, not for me, nah.
Why though?
I shouldn't have to.
But it's just going to be an ongoing situation how she is now behaving. I can't see she's going to change, bro.
Yeah, as she said, wait for him to get older. He'll come to me if he wants to come to me. That's what she's told me. So
that's what
I'm
you're going to do
hearing
then?
yeah, open arms.
What do you think you should do, Rick?
You know what
We're
I'm
all
gonna
brothers
say.
here. We can talk.
I know,
We
but you
can
know what I'm
talk.
gonna say. Gotta go. You know what I'm gonna say, G. G knows anyway. Me personally, myself, I would probably do the legal route. It's hard. It's hard to put yourself in that position when it comes to certain things, especially with your kids. That they mean everything to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So,
Well, they say that's your child is a man weakness, isn't it? I think some ladies play on it.
yeah, definitely. So that's like I would personally go the legal route, just to have that access and so he knows at the end of the day. But
And I'm with Rick on that one, G. If
Yeah,
me,
so I was reading one of the. Sorry, go on.
no, go on.
So I was one of the comments that I saw. Someone was talking about the legal. Someone had a big script about the legal business and saying that it don't get nowhere in the end.
Okay.
As well, I did see one of that. I don't know if you lot saw it.
Oh no, I don't think I can come across that one. But what I am saying that there's two sides to everything. Sometimes things can work out. Sometimes people have bad experience why certain things happen where you can't. Okay, I'll rephrase that again. You have some people have good experience where they go get their child, go to court, win access to see their child. They get to see their child, whatever. Some people also had bad experience where they've gone to court and it didn't really go that well for them because they're saying that the judge was more teaming up with the mum than the judge teaming up with them for them to get to see their child. So I think sometimes what happens is we go by people's experiences. So maybe the experience you can maybe go by at times is you spoke to maybe a few different people who has trying to run for their children or their child and it went kind of bad for them. So maybe you might be sitting on that kind of fence.
Most people I've spoke to about court and all these court procedures, none of them told me they've come out the other end and they're seeing their child still. They're still not seeing the child.
Yeah.
And it's been years.
But
obviously they're on their journey to seeing the child.
Yeah.
But they're on their journey to seeing the child and the child's going to get older. And
I wonder why it takes so bloody long though.
it's money.
Because
the
the mum or not the mum, the parent that has the child ain't complying. Because they don't have to. They have the rights to not comply. Nothing happens to them for it. And they know that.
But also as well, I know that sometimes the mum know how to play the systems as well. So the mum will turn around and say, oh, might be sick to come, or might throw works in the spanners. So sometimes they have to put, so I think there's something, am I right? Am I right? Spanners in the works.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's okay.
It's cool, my G. Listen, yeah. I know that there is some sort of enforcement what can happen to the mum if she decides to act up. I know that she can be served or something, that she has to turn up to court. I do know along that kind of lines as well. But personally, myself, I think the court stage is the better stage to go. Doesn't matter what the outcome is going to be, at least you know that you did try. There was something else I was going to say, but it's jumped out of my head. So yeah, I think I'm just on that side of the fence. Is
what I want to know is what I want this question answered, because it's not been answered, and I have asked physically face to face, and there was no answer. There's no physical answer.
Is this on topic, G? Because every week you go.
Why? Yeah, she doesn't trust me to have my son alone. I want to know just why.
I can I answer?
Go on.
Yeah.
I think she's scared of
thinking. There's no point thinking, but go on.
This might be with me. I'm telling you what I think, innit?
No, that's what I said. Go on.
I feel that she obviously knows that he does have a good time when he's with you. So that is, in her books, that's like a no-no.
Should I want him to have that or me to have that?
Both. Both. More you. Why should you have all this good time with him when whatever you lot's problem was, that, like, do you know what I'm saying? Why should you now have all this joy when you done this?
And also,
Sorry for thinking, but that's what I think.
I think as well. I don't think she's scared. Is kind of echo what Rick is saying. I think she's just
More of a control thing.
yeah. It's literally like it's her way or the highway. So I would do this. I would tell what needs to be done. If it's not done, you ain't doing it, and that's the bottom line. So it's just one of them ones where it's a hard one because I said I've seen you on many occasions with your kids, and it's never a problem. But I do think as well that I've had that same kind of problem is where this is years ago though, when it was time for my daughter to stay around and her mum was telling me like what I need to be doing, how to do it. And I'm like, hold on, I'm a parent.
Yeah, but
So
was
you
that
can't-
just her just being a mum, or was that her being fast?
I took it being more controlling because I as a father, I know how to look after my kids. I don't mind you saying on the edge pen side, kind of, yeah, just make sure you be a bit sensitive of whatever it is. But you're telling me what I need to be doing, and if I didn't do that, and then like trying to keep up a message in the child to find out what she doing. When I'm like, this is too much. You understand? So it's I've kind of similar kind of been there, but I haven't been there where I'm getting told what you're getting told about the trusting. Yeah. So
Mad.
yeah.
It's bizarre.
I was gonna go to a message actually. You lot can tell me what you think about this because this was someone who actually sent this. So this person texts it in. He texts us this situation. So he goes, "This is easily my favorite podcast at the moment because it relates so much. My daughter is 7 weeks and she makes it hard for me to see her. So I'm taking his baby moms makes it hard to see him, see the child, his daughter. Just because we have broken up, it doesn't mean I cannot see my child." So she's obviously stopping him from seeing a child. She goes, she's going as far as to say she won't put me on a birth certificate. It's so depressing, man. All I think about is my daughter, and I get depressed because there's nothing I can do. Low key, I want to kill her. that bad. Okay.
Sorry, I had to laugh.
All right, that's what you put. He goes,
Yeah, yes, my brother.
he goes, obviously, I won't go down that route. Laugh out loud. He goes, love what you guys are doing. Refreshing to see I'm not alone in this. All right. What's your lot's take on that? I'll start with Rick first.
Let me have a read of it.
So, mind you, the baby's only 7 weeks. Obviously, you don't know why they broke up, first of all. So without knowing why you guys broke up, I feel, yeah, baby's only 7 weeks. Maybe just give her a little bit of time. It's difficult because obviously because her being so, like your child being so young,
Yeah.
he's gonna want to be involved straight away.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one. You got to try and remain obviously calm. Number one.
Yeah.
Once you show any kind of aggression, she's just gonna fall back even more. And just really all you can advise is just to keep trying.
G?
I think that situation sounds very similar because it's early stages, yeah? He's broke up with her. The bitterness may start from there. Yeah. And now she's already started the journey of you're not going to see that child.
We shouldn't laugh. Hold on, let me just.
I'm laughing because you're laughing.
Because you're making me laugh.
It started from there. I was trying to maintain, that's good. So it started from there. It's already started. He's going down that road. He's gonna I'm not saying he's gonna be like me in my situation. It's gonna be on off.
He's 7 weeks.
And remember, she's still in her emotions now with this youth.
Yeah.
So she's not getting that beginning of the family feel that she thought she was gonna get necessarily. Do you understand? It's not happening. And she's vexed and she's not letting you see the youth. She don't want to be around.
Because that's what it is. Why did you break up? And mind you that the child's only 7 weeks old. She know what she's. Come on, bro.
You're going down that same road.
You know she's
everything.
gonna.
I'm
No.
surprised CSA didn't even hit you up.
Well, that's another story in itself. With me,
It's the truth.
I look at it as that it's what it is. I think she's going for a change. So obviously they're broken up, cool, but she's also going for a change where it's all new to her being a mother. So deep down inside, she does want you to see the child. But it's just because you two ain't together, she's just using the child as a weapon and saying little silly things like, I'm not going to put you on a birth certificate, which I reckon she would end up putting you on a birth certificate. But you also have to remember, she's a new mum. It's all fresh to her. Also as well, you're a new dad. So this is all new things to him. You understand? So I can remember when I had my daughter, and when I had the daughter, I felt sometimes the mother was getting too involved in the beginning, and it made me feel like raw, like kind of pushed me away. So I was like questioning myself, like I'm new to being a dad, and the fact that I'm new to being a dad, like I want to be around my child all the time. But the mum was always like, the mum was trying to do the things like change the nappies, want to feed the child, doing all them things. And I'm like, hold on a minute, that's what I'm here to do. You understand? So I kind of felt we're a bit pushed away, that me and the mum then had a little small argument after that. You understand? And then by having that small argument, I've had it in my daughter for about a week. You know what I'm trying to say? And that hurt me, that whole 1 week, me not seeing her, it did hurt me. But I
think obviously, as you say, like, was that her first child?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is for us, obviously, it's the thing of we're a dad, and obviously you got to remember they've been through 9 months of having this child in them, having this thing grow in them.
Yeah.
So now me and you have broken up, and what you think that you can? Nah, this is me.
Yeah.
This came out of me.
Obviously, the mum's
See what
gone
I'm
for
saying?
the mum's gone for the labour, and yeah, she's gone through that.
Bro, it's the night, bro.
No.
The 9 months, the body change.
100%.
You got to remember everything.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Their emotions go up and down.
But-
they can't eat. It goes all mad.
But we also have to remember that dads also have emotions.
100%.
Remember, when a dad has a child, I can remember when I had my child.
Did you cry?
Did I cry? I was sitting in the corner like a little bitch.
Yeah.
You know, in the hospital. Like when I was watching, I ain't seen none of my kids being born, you know. Like, not me see like being born, but man was sitting in the corner, bro. I'm not standing up close, watching what's going on. Like, I'm in the back, bro, just holding my corner. You understand? But so was that question you just asked me now? Before? What we chatted about? Can't remember.
I don't know.
Why don't you look, figure that out?
No.
Advice to my man, yeah?
Hold on.
You need to go and talk to her. You need to sit down and talk to her. As much as she might not want to talk to you now, as much as she's thinking you done her dirty or whatever, or she done you dirty, we don't even know the reason why you broke up. You understand? It might not even have just been a dirty thing, it might have just been a grown apart thing. It weren't working and you've realised early enough. But you still need to go and talk to her and say, listen, we've got a youth together that we've got to raise. Do you understand? This day and age ain't easy. Do you understand? This is a whole life form that we got going here. Like, let me be a part of growing up my daughter or son, whatever it is, and let's do this. Co-parent together on a peaceful one. None of this drama business. Because he's got to be careful. Don't go down that drama road. Remember, she keep pushing him away. He can then turn, you know what, fuck it, it's my youth, go run down the
and then
yard.
that's it.
She calls the police, restraining order, or what's the order thing? That order thing, standing. What's it
Was
called?
that the restraining order?
No, what's it called, man? If you go to
They're making
police,
us sound stupid again on this thing now.
No. Yeah, it's called something anyway. You where you can't go to the yard because of the police.
Injunction.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Okay, is it injunction?
I think it says injunction. Or
but
something.
yeah, it's just one of them things, and you just don't want it to go down that road because it can go. You're at the stage and it can go either. You get me?
But
So-
he's really told us how he feels, isn't it? What he would like to do, but obviously
obviously, don't kill her. Don't
And
kill her.
do not send that in a text message. Let me tell you now, do not send, I'm going to do whatever to you in a text message. You're nicked.
Yeah,
You're nicked.
Listen, as he did put in a text that obviously he's not going to do that.
Yeah, I
So
know, but I'm
he's
saying
really-
you
he's
sent
really
that to us, and that's cool. But even if you sent that to them, and even if you put afterwards, but I'm not gonna, it's too late. You're nicked. Don't do that.
Saying that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Well, going back to my message wasn't even bad when you think about it. If you listen to what I say, it's all honesty and it's the truth.
Can I say something?
If you see these
At
people,
the
you know
end-
what I'm talking about. It's the truth.
At the end, did you
Am I not allowed to speak the truth?
did you actually put fool at the end, or did you just say that? Because at the end you was like
fool.
Yeah, full. Yeah.
Oh.
And a full stop, of course. I'm not stalking anymore. Said what I had to say. But what I said is not even bad.
Let's
It's
not.
not. It's
It
not.
was
it's
chosen
not.
words. Chosen words.
I got 2 swear words in there. It's
What?
not even bad.
It was
FM.
what you.
You
s-
need
Do
to
you know what it
think.
was? It was not what you. It
Nah,
was
do you
who
know
you
what?
said it to. That's what it
that's
is.
what it is.
That's the only thing. It's not what you said. You're right.
If you said it to the
I could have
BMs,
said. I could have said many more things.
that's cool. But if you said it to the BMs, it may not got maybe people that say no, you can't talk that. No, but BMs also send messages to us where they can cuss us and talk a load of shit. I've had that in the past. You get me? But where it's the other way around now, where because you're sending it to the granny now, everyone's like later. That man can't talk. Like no,
But you know as well, you got to remember as well, some grands now, like, they ain't like old, like
the old school one.
like old school grannies.
Run,
Like,
run, run,
they're
the long
on
skirt
this
with the hat.
thing. They're out in festivals and having fun. Like, they're young grannies right now. So some of them sometimes may need to be put in their place. Not like that.
But
I'm just saying.
G's what? 35, 36? I don't know. Right? I don't want to expose your age. But think about it, yeah. We on the gram, we pose. Right? On social media, we sit down and we pose, whatever. Can you think about if your parents was doing that when you was at the age of like 17, 18, where she's there posing in cameras and shit, your parents? At the age, you'd think, Mom, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, my mum, I could imagine her posing in pictures, yeah. I'll be honest.
So, to me, if my mum or someone was doing that shit, I would think, what the fuck are you doing? You get me? Like, you can't be doing that shit. You understand?
Yeah. Just listening. Anyway, so you now just said that people were saying, how could you say that to the granny?
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
what would you saying it, or you don't know that they were saying it in like, if that was my mum, I'll be doing this type thing.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Because
That's what was more the
if
energy.
If it was
That
the
more
energy like
still.
that, then they're chatting. Do you understand?
Well, there's a lot of
Because
chats
I'm
in
sure if that occasion a riz in front of them and they watch their mum get cussed out from people on the street, I don't see them wilding out then. Do you understand?
true,
I don't
it's
see
true.
them wild out, going all out for their mother then. So I ain't listening to it. It's you know what I mean? I don't want to say the word, but it's,
Yeah.
you understand?
It's S.
Later.
It's S.
Are you mad?
But anyway, look, G.
Yeah.
I think that is the update. What's happened
Mad
so
man.
far on
Mad
G's
man.
situation, because I know people's asking like, oh, so what is G gonna do? G's
She
already
ain't
told
gonna
you.
do nothing. I said what I said, and
She
I'm
get
here.
it.
You
She get it.
understand? She ain't doing nothing. I said what I said. I'm from the jungle. Monkey Man 86G Snapchat. I'm here.
Did you get it?
The bees in the bush.
Did you get it?
So yeah.
It bees like that.
So listen, anyone who's been listening on today's episode, make sure you need to comment on what we've been talking about. We want to hear your lot's views. All right. As you see that we read someone's message out, who someone who reached out to us. If you have any messages, send them to us, and then we get them read up. We've got so much to get through, so we do them as the show goes along. Depends how it links to what we're talking about on that particular subject. And so make sure you comment, you like, and you subscribe. And make sure you got to do that.
Yeah, and make sure you don't live your life regretting shit. It don't make no sense.
Tell them, G. Tell them.
You had to go. You always go off topic at least
It's the truth,
once
Rick.
in the thing.
So what have we been talking about then?
Look, Rick like he's gonna
Time
go
and
drop to sleep.
choices.
Innit?
Time and
Rick's going to
choices.
sleep. Anyway, listen. This is the Baby Father podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you get involved. Peace.
Peace out.
Catch you the next time, all right? In a bit.